Hey guys, so we're out here with Grizzly. Say hi, Grizzly. Speak. Speak, Grizzly. Grizzly, speak. He's speaking to the water. So Grizzly is a Newfoundland brown, and he's about, I'd say about 100 pounds, 120. We haven't gotten him weighed in a while. So he's 14 months old, and what my husband was just doing was he was wetting him down. Usually I like to comb them out first, but I did comb them out. I did my own little blowout, which I use a fine tooth brush comb, like so. And I usually just brush them out that way. Hey, you want to brush? You want me to brush you? You want mommy to brush you? Okay. All right. So as you can see, my husband did wet him down, but he is still, hey, bud. Let's look at your roots. Your roots are still totally dry. Don, you see that? His roots are totally dry. So as much water as he put on him, that root is totally dry right there. Grizzly has a lot more hair than Samira, and they're both 14 months, but they're not litter mates. They're both by different litters. I just did his nails and his toes the other day, so he's looking, you look at that boy, yeah. So we're gonna wet him down fully, make sure that he's fully dry, like so, because all of this is still, all of this is still dry, so we're gonna fully wet him down, make sure he's fully wet before we start shampooing him. So Grizzly is definitely more of a challenge than Samira, and we were trying to think of names that we could name him, and we were doing like, I didn't want to name any dogs because I feel like I have a bad luck when it comes to naming dogs. I named one dog a husky we had about 14 years ago, Q, and he ended up running away like several times, and we ended up finding him like 3 of those times, but like on the 4th one we couldn't find him anymore, so that was a bad one. We took in a foster dog, and the idea was to keep him, but he was an outside dog, and he just couldn't potty train in the house. I named him Ace, and one day I had taken him out, I had given him something to eat, and I had taken him out. I mean, we were out there for a minute, and he came in the house and he just totally peed and pooped over everything. I had him in the hallway. It was disgusting, so couldn't keep him. So when it came to these guys, I just was like, I don't know if I want to name any dogs right now. I feel like I'm on a bad streak. But we were talking about dogs, and you know, I was trying to think of what my husband might want to name him. So I was like, he looks like a little grizzly bear, and Grizzly stuck. So he is still, guys, very, very dry. We're gonna show you, I'm gonna flip this around. Hi! We're gonna flip this around and show you how dry he is. Now the part that I did was saturated, but look at that part at the root, like still very, very dry. So we're gonna have to go over the hose, and I'll come back. So if you watched the first video, I showed you what? I showed you Burt's Bees with Samira, and Samira's 14 months too. She's from a different litter, so they're not litter mates. And I use Burt's Bees ear cleaner. It's with peppermint and witch hazel, and just a couple of drops a couple times a week. You massage that in. So we did that. Um, and we're having a little issue with Grizzly because Dad did Grizzly first. He wanted to wet him. So he wet him, and he's still kind of dry at the root. So we're going to just make sure that I clean my cap out because I don't want anything that I had on the dog to go in the bottle and contaminate it. And then I also showed you guys that I'm using Nudie Skin and Coat. This is hypoallergenic. I just got it for the scent, which is grapefruit. And I was excited about what it would smell like with the grapefruit. But they have a really good cherry Japanese blossom. So, I'm surprised the nail people are out. Okay. Want some water? Oh. Okay. So we're just gonna hose him down a little bit more. You okay? You okay? Are you thirsty? Okay. There you go. Alright. So we're gonna hose it down. You gotta get hosed down. You cannot sit there and drink a mile of water. You'll be peeing all day. So just gonna get his tail. And I'm really gonna take the hose right to it. I did put some soap on his body, and usually they recommend that you let the nudie sit 3 to 5 minutes. But I'm going to have to reapply on him. And this is what I was telling you guys in the first video, is that he is very cuddly. He's just a big old bear, and he's got a lot of fur. He's very fluffy. So he's high maintenance. So I'm just gonna try to comb through and make sure that it's saturated without having to keep using water. What are you eating? Is your tummy upset? Don't be eating grass. Just gonna comb some of this in. Must be nice just to have somebody bathe you. Like, let me bathe you, my dear. Like, that's awesome. And then you get a massage with it too. Like, and you don't pay a thing. Look how small he got when he's wet. Looks like a little big hot dog. Dogs are like a big workout. From walking them to their maintenance. But they're honestly like one of the most lovable and sweetest dogs ever. And they do make it worth it. Would you stop? You're gonna get yourself sick. That's no buenos, right? What are you eating? Stop it. I need your paw. Come on. I need your paw. Woo! Give me your paw. Other paw. Come on. Good job. Good job. Alright, we're just going to finish him up and rinse him out. I'll show you with the finishing results. Well guys, don't mind the pink leash, but this is Grizzly all dried out. Hey Grizz! Hi! Say hi! It's all fluffy. Look at you, Fluffy. Look at the little tail. Okay, Grizzly. Good job, Grizzly, giving him a little. Alright. Grizzly's got a stick. But that's all dried out, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the little bath washing video. Bye.